So you can see the grain truck out there. I put the carburetor on there that worked before, that was starving the motor for fuel. Well, I replaced the fuel line. It was sucking the fuel lines flat. I replaced the fuel lines, and now she's blowing out the overflow. The floats ain't sealing. So total wasted day again. That's my dually out there charging the battery. The red racing mower you see there, we drove that the other day. That'll be in a separate video, but that runs like $1,000,000. I just had to take the starter apart, fix it, and then if you go way out here, the John Deere still needs work. I fixed that pressure washer there like 8 times, pressure washed with it, but they don't want it back until it's right. Well, it's never going to be right again until it's brand new, so that's going to be a problem. The trailer, I got the back axle drilled out so that we could put brakes on the back axle, and then we got to do the front 2 axles. But right now we're just trying to get the back axle back on there. We got, if you look over there, there's 6 good tires for that trailer. And then when you come in here, because this is like the land of misfit toys, folks. All right, that large dead thing over there underneath that tarp is the Argo. One of the brakes, motor runs like $1,000,000, but one of the brakes quit and I couldn't revive it. I took it all apart and it's 2 seals. The rest of the brake is perfect, and it's a name brand brake, but you can't get that seal. So now I got to take it to a hydraulic shop and get them to mic it, and then they'll get me the right seals for that hydraulic plunger. And then while I'm at it, I'm gonna get 4 of them so that I can do the other side when that fails, and then I'll have 2 spares, just because when you buy those seals from a hydraulic shop, they're like $3 a piece. All right, it's insulting. Okay, this, oh my gosh. So it's got a blown header pipe. All the bolts are missing connecting the passenger side header to the exhaust, which is what was causing a lot of that noise. And there's a couple other things. We did some troubleshooting and we're getting on it. We love that. Which brings me to this mess. I need to take a breath, really, because oh my gosh. And I can't breathe right because of the lawnmower rolling on me. But the truck runs really good. We took the front brakes apart. We replaced the master cylinder, couldn't get any brakes to work. Well, today the brake lines just crumbled. Anything you put a wrench on just crumbled in your fingers. I mean, crumbled. So I got to buy all new brake lines. So that was that. Which leads me to this. It's one failure after another, folks. I mean, how many can you go through before you're just like, Lord, why? But so this Honda, we borrowed it to go to Busco. The front end was blown out and it had no brakes. Well, I think I can save the front end. I really do. I'm an optimist. But the handlebar brake was totally blown out, and I bought a new one, and I filled it up with fluid, and that fluid went someplace. It didn't go on the ground. So we're still working on that, but that's why we brought it in here today, was to work on the brakes. The back brakes, totally locked up. But the cables are still good. And that never happens, folks. Ever, are the cable. The cables typically go bad first. But if you look at this thing, right here, this pin where it goes through seizes up. That's what seized up, keeping the back brakes from working. Now, I don't know the status of the shoes in there, but I know we can pop this wheel off, pop this cover off, and beat that pin out, sand the bushing, grease it, and put it back together. And even if it's metal on metal, there will be some form of brakes. Is that not enough failure for today? Because I can go on to that broken pressure washer right there, or that broken mower, or way up there in the front is another rototiller. Or if you really wanted to get crazy, well, I need to do some work on my camper, on my big camper, and my big cargo trailer. And then I got given another big Honda four-wheeler. So ADHD is running buck-ass wild, and we got to get some stuff done, starting with this bike. All right, so both back cables on this bike were good. This, the foot peg was what was locked up on it, and that was keeping everything from working. So I had to literally beat that thing off of there, and it was not the friendly kind of beating. But now she's nice and smooth, and I'll grease it up real good, and hopefully he'll get a couple more years out of that. All right, so here we are. It's all put back together, greased, nice and free. I got to put a cotter key in it yet, but apparently several people commented about the problem online, and all this is free now too. So the brake shoes looked good, so hopefully they'll be able to get, you know, a few years out of the brakes. All right, so these hubs in the front axle, the hubs aren't going to stay in it. I don't know why. I've tried tapping them in to set the snap ring. I can't do it. I've bled this thing several times, and then I just realized, oh, come on off of there now. Give me a minute. All right, so $10. You got a working winch. All right. It's got a new home with an Army guy. So we didn't get to Navy it up, but we're gonna video it going out the door. And the heck of it was, it ran really good today. We just figured out the brake thing. The emergency brake was perfect. But now it's going to a home where it's gonna get repurposed, and it'll be back on the road again. So this is Deke with D Fixin'. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. This is one more chapter coming to a close.